and I know we probably sound like crybabies, but it's just because
Yeah.
we're passionate about this, and it's just when they do dumb shit like this, it's very frustrating because it's unnecessary.
What are you even doing? It's unnecessary.
So many cooler people that you could have gotten than Pat McAfee, dude. Like, god damn. All right, Dylan. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Why in the bloody hells does Nikki Bella get to decide if Io Sky is going to have a match at WrestleMania? Explain that to me, Oos.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Crazy that they are going to decide if Io Sky is going to wrestle at WrestleMania based off of if Nikki Bella can go in her women's tag team championship match. I think that is ridiculous, and I think that Io Sky is somebody who should already be marketed in months upon months upon
so
months
what
in
is
advance.
So what is this situation? It is Io would be joining Brie?
No.
I'm like so confused.
Oh, you didn't hear about this?
No.
Oh, okay. So
Was this on Raw?
No, this is reports. So
Okay.
take that as you will. But allegedly, Nikki Bella obviously has been dealing with an ankle injury that she has been trying to rehab over the past few weeks. And the report is that WWE hasn't announced Io versus Asuka for WrestleMania because if Nikki Bella isn't good to go, then the Kabuki Warriors are going to replace the Bella twins, thus leaving Io Sky off of the card.
Okay.
Allegedly. Why you can't just book Asuka versus Io and then just make the women's title match a triple threat match?
Yeah. It feels like if we're taking Brie Bella off in that case, Brie Bella's getting taken off the card anyway. So why does it matter?
Yeah.
It's like the only reason you'd be doing it would be to keep a fatal 4-way instead of a triple threat, which is like, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hopefully this is all just nonsense. Who knows? We can never take it all with a grain of salt, but let's hope that Io Sky is on this card. She 100% should be.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah, I mean, so what other other than that, and I guess we'll kind of just let that formulate on its own and discuss it if it comes to be. We have pretty much laid out the groundwork for almost if not this entire WrestleMania match card.
Yeah, so they actually added a handful of matches since our last recording also.
Yes.
I believe they're up to 13.
Yeah, and I believe immediately after our recording, a bunch of matches got confirmed.
Yeah, and on Monday Night Raw, a bunch were made official, unfortunately for us.
Anyway, we're here to talk about them now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The big one that I guess I don't think we got to mention was, at least in my head, the first thing is the Intercontinental Championship ladder match.
Yes.
So we've had 2 episodes of Monday Night Raw since we last recorded, since we're recording this a little later in the week. And we had on that first episode of Monday Night Raw, Penta saying that he talked to Adam Pearce and he wants to defend it in a ladder match.
Of course.
And that's and I will say, I think it's like there's not a ton of people that you could get away with saying like saying that they want to defend it in a ladder match against all these people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Penta being one of the few that makes a lot of sense. He is Cero Miedo.
Zero fear.
and he has also had a great history in ladder matches throughout his career.
Yeah.
Um, so we had that announcement was made, and then we had 4 people along with Penta confirmed for the match. Those 4 being, and this is based on Adam Pearce. He said these qualifying matches have been taking place on main event, on the pre show to Monday Night Raw, over the last few weeks leading up to
Well,
that.
I thought he didn't say that. I thought he just said they had qualifying matches to determine those
No, he
guys.
said they were on main event.
Okay. Which hadn't
So
aired at the time.
is that true? I don't know. I don't
That's
even know
true.
where main event airs.
I don't know.
Um,
I think on their YouTube channel, but they hadn't had those matches air. So those matches aired after that episode of Monday Night Raw, which
um.
was just odd.
Anyway, with all that being said, the people we get are, um, it's not a group of people that we should be upset with, regardless. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just be happy that these are the group of people in this match. The first one being somebody that might have caught some people off guard getting thrown into this match. I would say, and that's Rusev. I thought
Sure.
Rusev was definitely to me the one that stood out as, oh well, didn't know if I was expecting Rusev to be added to this match.
Okay.
But no complaints whatsoever from me. We just haven't seen a ton of them on TV lately, and I think it seems like it's very much a situation of they don't want to just put him out there to waste him and do nothing. But he's kind of doing nothing. So what do we? So
Yeah,
it's like I don't know what the,
that's the way
but
she goes.
at least he gets on the Mania card here. I know a lot of people last year we had Rusev returned on the Monday Night Raw after Mania, and some people felt a certain way that maybe should have been Rusev going up against Randy Orton instead of Joe Hendry at WrestleMania. So I am happy that Rusev gets back on the Mania card here. And we'll move on to the next person, which was JD McDonough. JD
Mm-hmm.
McDonough was an interesting person to throw into this match. Another one that I would say is kind of comes as a bit of a surprise, but zero complaints from me here because I think, honestly, if anyone deserves a spot on this Mania card just through the work they've put in on a weekly basis, like physically, it's JD McDonough. Like this guy has gotten
Yeah.
the absolute shit beat out of him almost weekly for like over a year. He's gotten
Yeah.
severely injured.
Yeah.
And he's he's incredible in the ring. Like he's so good. He's such a great
Mm-hmm.
wrestler. Um, so I was really happy that he got his shot to be in this match. Dragon Lee, um, being in this match as well, and Dragon Lee has been. This one I think was a bit more like you could see this one. There's been Dragon Lee and Penta have been doing a lot of interacting as of late on television, so it definitely seemed this one didn't catch me as a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And then the final member they announced that night didn't catch me as a surprise at all. That was the one guy I think if we had any thoughts, this would be a lock for that, and that is the young OG, Javon Evans.
Yeah, boy.
WrestleMania ladder match,
Bouncy.
IC title match. Incredible. Super happy for Javon Evans. He 100% deserves to be on this WrestleMania card. And I'm so happy that he is. And he's in a position where he can really have an opportunity to make his first WrestleMania count even without
Yeah.
a win. And that's that's really cool. So I think I would not be surprised at all if even if Javon Evans doesn't win the match, if we come out of this WrestleMania being like, damn, Javon Evans is so awesome.
Yeah, and I think
And
that
then the
with
following Monday, we get the return, and a sixth and final person is added to this match,
Booyaka,
and that
booyaka.
is the WWE Hall of Famer.
Is there?
That is Rey Mysterio, and which is exciting, really
Yeah.
exciting.
Putting him in the ladder match is crazy.
Yeah, seriously. One, great to have Ray back. Obviously, I know
Yes.
he's been He's probably toward the end of his career, and he has been dealing with some injuries over the last year, which has been really unfortunate. It's like really sucks at this late into his career to be dealing with stuff like that when, uh, especially at a time when Dom is excelling so well,
Yeah.
when they have a chance to have them both on television. So awesome to have Ray back, and not only that, awesome to have him on Mania. Awesome to have him in this spot. I mean, added
Yeah.
to the IC title ladder match. I would say I'm when I think about it hard, I'm not that surprised. But a part of me is surprised that Rey Mysterio is about to be in a ladder match. Like 50-year-old Rey
Yeah,
Mysterio. Yeah, like
dude. Especially coming
so,
back from an injury.
no, yeah, big time. So it's really, really exciting. And I mean, one of the greatest high flyers of all time, Rey Mysterio,
Mhm.
is going to be in this ladder match. So, uh, really, really exciting. Do you think this is set as a group of 6 now? Um,
Mhm.
you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it'd be hard to add somebody after Ray.
Like I don't know who else they're going to add.
The only like the thing with Kofi is just confusing to me with like Kofi and Javon. Um,
Okay.
and like Kofi's been like involved with this group of people a little bit, and they even
Mhm.
showed this past week when they had like that tag match. Kofi was watching it, um, and like they showed clips of him like watching it and like enjoying it. So maybe it's just for the long term stuff. I definitely think that's a very good chance that it's just for the long term stuff, and they have plans for him and Javon Evans like post WrestleMania for this story.
Mhm.
Um, and they're just kind of playing the long game with it and making sure they keep the seeds planted. Uh, but that's the one name that like sticks out to me as maybe he gets added, but it just feels like not that Kofi isn't deserving or any means. It just feels Kofi feels like a kind of a random person to throw in there to make it an uneven number. Like,
Well,
and
then I think they would add one of the Grandes.
interesting. Okay,
The
which
non-original.
yes, agreed. So it would be I mean, I could see it. Do you think there's a chance we're getting the Grandes at Mania?
Nah.
No, it feels like that ship has sailed. At this point, it feels
Maybe.
like
Well,
maybe they just think that feud should end in AAA.
and it probably should.
Yeah, no, real.
It probably should. Just because obviously the AAA crowd seems to be way hotter for that feud than the American crowd and outside of the
Yeah,
United States
and
that
at
have
this
been
point,
viewing
like,
WWE.
and let's wrap it up soon because we don't need like
Yeah, for the
we
love
don't
of
need.
God.
I was on board with it if we were going to get the mask versus match. At this point, just do it on Raw or something. Like just do it so we can get Chad Gable back. Because at this point, it's
Yes.
like we haven't had Chad Gable in like 2 years because he spent a year as Grande Americano and a year on the shelf or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
I don't think it was a full year on the shelf, but you know
I
what
think
I
it was like
mean.
nine months.
It was close to it. Yeah, like it
And
was
then I think
shortly
he
after
was
Mania of last year.
I think he was gone for like 3 months studying the dark arts of lucha libre.
He was going for a bit for sure. So hopefully they can kind of, and it seems like they have something in the Grande Americano character in AAA. So if it's a position where like Ludwig is happy running as the character in AAA, um, we don't need to keep the original Americano gimmick thing going. Like we can get Chad Gable back. Let's get American Made back.
Yeah.
And let's do something with that. What other matches were announced, Mark?
So, well, the U.S. title match, of course, Dylan. Wait, did
Of
we?
course.
Oh no, we talked about that. That was already announced. But they had
Yeah.
that. We had that interesting development of Sammy versus Mello in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown for the U.S. title, where Sammy
Yeah.
beat Mello to kind of bury him. So I thought there was a chance they're going to do a triple threat. And maybe they still do turn into triple threat, but that chance,
Yeah.
that's a slim chance now. I mean, what
Yeah,
the
and it was
hell?
still like somewhat. It wasn't the cleanest win for sure.
Right. Right.
But it wasn't like a super dirty win by any means. Like it was, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like if they were just moving on with this and Melo's not involved, I don't blame it.
Gosh.
But it's also just like, why would he not continue? Like, it makes no sense in a story capacity for him to not continue to be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I want to be in this match.
Exactly.
So
And especially just to be like,
that's the
all
that's the
right,
main thing that gets me.
like why reintroduce him immediately if he's not going to be involved at
Like,
WrestleMania?
I don't.
Just to have him lose immediately that night.
It felt really weird.
And obviously the crowd is more in favor
I'll tell
of
you what.
Melo than
Can
Sammy
I say
at this
this
point.
too? Lil Yachty, only celebrity appearance really that I've been okay with.
Of course.
So I hope
of
I
course.
saw Lil Yachty felt the need to defend himself online.
Mm-hmm. You don't have
and
to, Lil Yachty.
Yeah, no need to defend yourself, Lil Yachty. You are very much you're in a good spot. We know how real of a fan Lil Yachty is. He's there more than any rapper. We can make that very clear. Like he's there almost every show. And no, I thought you were cool. I thought Lil Yachty was perfect. I thought and it was cool.
And he's
like
not
Adam,
getting like super involved in it.
no,
he's
just Trick's
there.
boy.
Yeah, he's just friends. That's the issue.
He's just friends with Trick, and that's cool.
I have,
and that's like
with all of the celebrities coming in, is they get involved in the story, and it's about them.
Yeah. No,
it's not
100%.
about Lil Yachty. He's just there hanging with Trick.
Lil Yachty,
awesome.
I know he is a fan of the pod, so
of course,
Lil Yachty, when you're watching this, no need to defend yourself or anything.
We'll defend you.
You have very much shown how real you are about your fandom and professional wrestling, and I think I'm happy for Lil Yachty getting this opportunity to be with his boy Trick Williams. I think it's cool, and I think it's like I think it makes sense. Like Trick is cool as hell. Like, why would he would have rapper friends. Like he would.
Yeah.
Like it's not. Like we said, it's not like Lil Yachty's in here fighting, getting involved. He's just yapping like he's Trick's friend. And it's fine. And it's
exactly.
like, I don't think that was wrong at all. It's the Pat McAfee and the ishowspeed
which we'll get to.
Yeah, and all of that. So yeah, man. I mean, did we not even talk about that? Did we not even talk about Pat McAfee?
Let's save that for a little bit because we got one more match on the second night, which is now Demon Finn Balor versus
officially confirmed
on the graphic.
Why do they do this? Why do they fucking do this?
I don't know.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean,
just don't say it.
It's a
just
little
have him
weird.
come out as the demon.
Yeah, it'd be better as a surprise.
He's been public that he hates it. He's been public that he's like, I don't like that we like announce it. Like, it should just be a thing that
I believe it was from his video package that he said. I didn't watch it, but I'm pretty sure that's when he was like, "You're gonna get the demon" or whatever. And then I saw the graphic. It's official.
Whatever. I won't be that annoyed because it'll be awesome. We're getting Demon Balor back. It's sick. I just wish they wouldn't. It's just like it makes it less cool and special.
Yes.
I think the only thing that makes it special, I guess, is that it has been a very long. It has felt like it's been a long time since we've had the demon. At this point, like it's
Dude,
been
I couldn't even tell you the last.
I think it was that match with Edge in like the purple Hell in a Cell or whatever it was.
Oh, God,
was that purple or were the weapons purple?
The weapons were purple and green.
But was the cell colored as well? No, okay.
I don't think so.
I thought it was like red or purple or something.
It may have been red. I don't think the cell was purple. I know the weapons were purple and green, like the steel chairs and the kendo sticks.
Yeah, which was weird.
That was dumb as hell.
But anyway, I guess like they just don't need to announce it. It would be so much cooler if we then get we show up at WrestleMania and we're waiting for Finn's entrance and then we get the fucking heartbeat. And we get, and then we're like, "Oh my God, Demon's back, baby!"
Yeah, I'd be interested to hear their reasoning for why they felt the need to say it before it happens.
They just think it'll like get people excited.
Yeah, but I'm not more excited. It's more exciting trying to figure out if he is or if he isn't going to come out as.
If you want me
Demon.
to be honest, Mark, it's because creative is run by a bunch of 60-year-old dudes. Like, that's why.
Yeah.
Like,
You ain't
if
kidding.
we're being honest, it all goes back to that. Is that
You are not.
it's run by
kidding.
dudes who are out of touch with what is cool and what is not, and
Yeah.
and it's not even a thing of where 6-year-old guys can be cool and they can be in touch. These people make no effort to be in touch, or because for the most part, it seems like they feel as if they just already know everything. And you can know a lot about the wrestling business and not really know a lot about the current state of the world and the fans, and that's
or your product.
Yeah, like it's anyway, we don't have to go there. Like I said, I'm shit, and it's like I feel like as if I'm shit. I'm not shitting on the idea of the demon. I'm very excited that we're getting the demon. It's fire. I was expecting it, like so. I guess I can't. So I'm not like that disappointed. I think it's just like frustrating when they just like officially announce it in the graphic and stuff. Yeah, and it just takes away some of that like mystique to it.
Yeah. So
you never know when the demon's going to show up. And it's like, well, you do know because he's going to tell you before.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to tell you that he's about to come. Like,
now Dom knows he's fighting the demon.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, and that's the other thing.
No
it's
strategic advantage.
Doesn't it make way
point?
more Yeah, it makes way more sense from like a strategic standpoint for Dom to be like, oh my God, it's the demon. What the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't know I was getting the demon. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Now he's just like knows. I don't know. It's just weird.
He could study the demon tape, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so those matches got added for night 2, which they did make it official of revealing the match cards, even though it was pretty much official based off of the graphics. It was fairly obvious, which we talked about last episode. But night 1, Dylan, we got 1, 2, and
7, I think.
7 matches total. I think 2 or 3 added since our last episode.
Yeah.
So we talked about a few minutes ago, but we'll kick off with the 6-man tag team match, which was LA Knight and the Usos taking on ishowspeed and the Vision. Wow. I'll tell you what, Dylan, that one clip of Kenny Omega talking about WWE heading in the wrong direction when he said, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but he said, one day we're going to get Mr. Beast versus Logan Paul main eventing WrestleMania. It's starting to get a little scary when you see ishowspeed in a graphic for WrestleMania.
I will say this, to be fair, and this isn't my defense of them at all, doing these weird celebrity things. I did see the ticket sale numbers, apparently. I don't know if they're real. I saw the apparent sales, and they are shit. Like, they're terrible. Like, it's like 40,000 tickets, like, each night. Like, and it's like, at ours, there was like 70,000.
Oh, yeah, it probably sold out.
No, ours did, but I'm saying, like, that's, like...
Oh, yeah, our stadium, yeah, the link holds 70,000.
Like, let me look up how much...
They probably hold more than that.
I'm going to look it up right now, because it's the same exact place as it was last year, so we can look.
But it's like, I saw this coming once they got Speed involved, because we had talked about it, I think on the last episode, where I was like, I don't know what LA Knight is going to do at WrestleMania.
Sorry, this is me I just checked real. Last year Saturday was like a little bit over 58,000 tickets, and Sunday was a little bit over 60,000 tickets.
Okay.
And so far, apparently, the numbers this year for WrestleMania, which is next weekend, is less than 2 weeks away, are less than 40,000 for night 1 and just over 40,000 for night 2.
Yeah,
so
that's tough.
That's down by almost 20,000 tickets.
It's a lot of money.
That's like a third. It's like 33% down.
Maybe you don't hold it in the same place 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I think that was probably a big
maybe not a tourist destination.
Yeah,
maybe if you were in Minnesota, like you're supposed to be, or wherever.
And it's also just like Yeah, think of all the people that like made it a thing. They were like, "Oh, this is cool. Like WrestleMania's in Vegas. I want to go to Vegas. I'll take a trip to Vegas and I'll go to WrestleMania. It'll be my thing." Those people that did that are not just going to do that again. Like, why
Yeah,
would they
it's a
do
lot
that
of
again?
money. That's a
No,
lot of
that
money.
I know
That's the
that,
whole
and I'm
thing.
just like, it's like, all right, you had the people who didn't go, like who have never been to Vegas, never been to WrestleMania, like, so they can make a thing out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're doing the same exact thing the next year, so you've now canceled out all the people who essentially like did it as a vacation last year
Yeah.
because they're not just gonna do it again.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It's really dumb. I don't like, not that it affects us that much. We weren't going regardless, but
Unless they keep dropping those ticket sales,
say it
dude.
again.
Unless they keep dropping those ticket sales.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, we probably
But
get a ticket for
I'll
like
say,
$100.
I mean, if you cannot, if it has never been more apparent that they are struggling to sell tickets to WrestleMania in a
Yeah.
build. Like, I don't think it's ever been more apparent.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you could tell based off of too, like the way they've been announcing the matches. It
Yeah,
was like they only had 2 matches announced for like the
well, that's
past 2
part.
months, and then
That's
they
part
just
of the
threw a
reason.
bunch of matches out there, and we're like,
Yeah,
"Yep, these are all the matches we got now." And it's like,
yeah.
all
No,
right,
that's part of the reason. Everyone was like, "All right, we got Punk versus Roman, but like, what else?"
yeah, it was like
And then
that,
it
and
was
then
like,
Liv versus Steph, and it was like those are your 2
and I was
matches
like,
for like the past 2 months that you
yeah,
had that you knew you're gonna get.
and like nothing else. So it was, yeah, and like even with all the Cody and Drew stuff, like Cody's only been champion for a few weeks. Like
Yeah,
um, it was, it's their own fault, but it's never been more apparent by the way that they're shoehorning celebrities into these matches and storylines with like Pat McAfee and ishowspeed and Jelly Roll.
God,
It's along with, I mean, the first hour is going to be live on like ESPN for free
ESPN.
both nights. Um, like big stuff that you're like, okay, they are fucking struggling to sell these tickets, and hopefully the fans can band together
Let's band them
to
together,
go,
boy.
this is not the way to solve the problem,
Mm-hmm.
and we move from there. And
Yeah.
they maybe will realize the only thing that I'll tell you, the one thing that worries me with how shitty this has all gone, like on this build to WrestleMania,
Okay.
and like specifically the ticket sales and stuff, is I think this now is going to shy them away from doing kind of crazy decisions that some would consider the way they did the Drew, like putting the title on Drew or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not that I'm
Mhm.
saying I want them to do stuff like that all the time, but part of
Yeah.
me feels like the fact that they like backed themselves into a corner by doing it, they felt like they're
Mm-hmm.
now just going to be like, oh, we can't ever do something like that again. It's like we need to know what we're doing a year ahead of time, and we can't change. You know what I mean? Like, and
So I think that at least from like what I've been seeing and how I've been feeling, for me, I feel like there's been such lack of long builds for these
totally.
WrestleMania matches. When you think about all
Interesting
of the
because
title
it
changes,
hasn't been like that these last few years. It's been quite the opposite.
I know, but it's like you think about all most of these storylines, and it's like maybe besides the 2 Royal Rumble winners, like none of them are like all those are new storylines that have been made within the past month or two. When it's like, okay, the ladder match, like yes, we don't need a storyline for the ladder match because it's a ladder match and all those guys are awesome. But it's like, if you look at all these other matches, Seth versus Gunther, that was what 2 weeks ago. Cody versus Randy, that was started at the Elimination Chamber. You've got the 6-man tag match. You've got Drew and Jacob, which is can go back, but really started to pick up recently once Drew lost the title. Like it's just matches like that where the road to WrestleMania is supposed to start in January at the Royal Rumble, but all of these storylines don't start until like March. And obviously, some of that is with the Elimination Chamber, with the winners facing that, which is totally fine. But it's just like, I don't know. It was like, you hit March, and I'm just like, there was like no storylines that I was pumped for heading into WrestleMania. But let's get back to this.
This one thing that they did do right is this Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar match. I mean, I think we need to get back to it a little bit. This has like, I think I'm the most excited for this match.
Oh, I am too.
Like,
I'm just
barring
scared,
that
Dylan.
Oba wins, yeah.
I'm
like,
scared. I'm so
excited
scared.
for, in the capacity in which Oba wins. If Brock wins, then I'm like, okay, well, that's ruined for me. But God, Obafemi is a beast, dude. I've never. When is the last time they pushed somebody like this?
Oh, immediately from NXT, nobody. Maybe
Like,
Finn.
Yeah, and it's like not like this.
Yeah,
Against
dude.
Brock. Like,
yeah.
God, he is a superstar, dude.
Dude.
Obafemi is like a super, like he is a, in my opinion, like game-changing superstar. Like he's the type of person that you put the title on, people that are non-wrestling fans look at Obafemi and they go, "Who the hell is that guy?
Bro.
I want to see who that guy." Like I know people that is like just from somebody who has a bunch of friends that don't watch wrestling, and I try to like talk to them about it casually. Like I show them Obafemi and they're like, "That guy looks awesome." Like, who the hell is that? And if I'm like, "Yeah, dude, this guy just beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar," they're gonna be like, "What the hell? I might have to check this guy out. This guy's awesome."
Yeah.
Like, so,
dude, I'll tell you what. I think it was like within the past 2 or 3 weeks, he's quick as shit. Bro, when
so
he was
quick. We haven't even gotten a promo from him yet either. Like, imagine
I think we
when
may get one this coming week.
I think we
they
might.
tried to do the contract signing.
Yeah,
this past Monday, and then that didn't go. Although I thought they just, it felt a bit random when they cut away to end it. I
think they just ran out of time. I think it was a time thing.
I mean, they did play their lower thirds like way early too. Like when Obo was coming out, I think.
No, that's what I mean. Like I think it was.
But also, like, you're on Netflix.
Yeah, I think it just hit a point where they were like, okay, like all we were gonna do after this really was brawl more, and nobody was really gonna come out on top.
Well, I thought what they should have done, and I thought this is what they were going to do, is when they had both of them held back into the corners, I literally thought Triple H was just gonna like walk over, just like they were gonna like sign. They both were gonna sign as they were being held back by like the security people. I thought that would have been a cool touch.
It might have even happened, and they just didn't have time to show it.
Bastards.
Like I said, and I know the same. I know the thing is like with Netflix that they don't have a time. I'm not sure 100% how.
I mean, I'm sure they do. Like, obviously, they do have a certain
sort of time limit,
allotted time, but I'm sure they also have wiggle room. Like,
no, 100%. That's what I would think.
They can go over 5 or 10 minutes if they want to.
Yeah, you would definitely think. At least in that scenario, yeah. Who knows? Maybe they were already. It could have just been a thing. They were already way over, and they were just like, we need like, you don't really know. Speaking of, I just wanted to mention this. Did you see Did you see the bump on Liv Morgan's head?
Holy shit! Yes,
dude, that is insane. Shout out to Liv Morgan for taking that like a champ.
And Roxanne.
Yeah, Roxanne as well.
Her head hit Roxanne's forehead. Roxanne had a pretty nasty bump as well.
Oh, I didn't see the picture of Roxanne's.
I only saw like some of it. It's not as bad as Liv's, I think, but it's still like she had a pretty good bump.
Oh, dude. I'm sure. Yeah,
Steph hit the shit out of her, dude.
But like, I saw
like, holy
Liv's
fuck.
Looked fake. Like Liv's was like Liv's looked like prosthetic makeup. Like it was so, like an egg on your forehead like that. Is like, so I've seen very few that were like quite as just like that one was.
That was a
no, hopefully she's okay. Yeah, I know. Hopefully she's okay and she'll be fine by next weekend.
So Dylan,
That was nuts. She's a baller for taking that on the chin
that
or on the
match is gonna
forehead.
that match is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Um, you did. Let's I show speed, Dylan. You haven't given your thoughts on I show speed on this 6-man tag match about his involvement because I knew. To me, this was them. They did this just to get LA Knight on the card.
Um,
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it was just like a combination of things. I think they were
Okay.
like, I think it was like they wanted to get I Show Speed on the card to boost views or tickets or whatever. And then it was a combination of a situation where they didn't have anything to do for LA Knight. I think it was like a kill two birds with one stone thing. Like it was they were kind of in a place where they didn't know what to do, but they don't want to leave him off the card, and so they decided to try to, in their eyes, do what they could do. So I'll tell you this:
Please do.
my problem really isn't with I Show Speed, like the
Okay.
guy,
Sure.
because for what it's worth, as far as like celebrity appearances go and celebrities getting involved, I think he goes for it. Like I don't think he commits.
Cut to
Which
Braun Breaker Spear.
Yeah, like the Braun Breaker Spear. But not only that, like I know it's like when he was, not that I like watch his streams or anything, but I see it's like I know it's a thing. Like after he got cursed on Danhausen, like he just made it a thing on his stream like all week where he was just cursed and like bad shit was happening to him. And like he really like I don't know. He just like he's committed to like whatever it is.
Kayfabe is real for him.
Yeah, the kayfabe is real for him, and which
you
I
gotta
can really
respect that.
Yeah, can really respect and appreciate it. Nor am I mad at him for like, yeah, if they asked me to go be involved in a WrestleMania match, I would go do it. And I know that people wouldn't be happy about me, like some random podcaster being in this WrestleMania thing, but I would say yes, and I would be so excited to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, not like, what's he gonna say? No, hey man, want to be in WrestleMania? Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm just really, it all goes back to ticket sales and bad creative and the owners not knowing, and this is also coming to, I make fun of the 60-year-old guys. I had to take some credit in that I am 26 and I don't really know who I Show Speed. Like I know he's a streamer, but all I know is that he's a streamer, and my only real interactions with him has been in WWE when he showed up, and I've been like, oh, that's that guy who's a streamer, and I know he's like very fast because he shows speed. I know that's a thing.
Yeah, of course.
But like I know he's like supposedly like very athletic and stuff like that. Like I'm not. I'm more saying. Yeah, I'm more saying like I don't know. There could be something. Maybe this does bring in like 10,000 people that weren't like 10,000 12-year-olds that weren't going to watch it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm saying it could not. I truly have no idea. Like
they'll never know.
I guess I don't know how big his. I'm saying like I don't know how big his reach is. Like so
it's
I know
pretty big.
I know he's huge, but like I don't know if it's the type of thing where I'm like, is he the type of celebrity where his fans are now going to watch WrestleMania just because he's on it?
I think so.
And how many of those people are there? And that's not me saying it in like a way of being like, that's me saying, and truly I don't know. Like I
just see clips of him all of the time.
He's essentially the one
TikTok.
celebrity that I'm like, I can kind of see how, and it's also like I can kind of see how this might be beneficial to WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can, you know what I mean? Like I can kind of see, as annoying as it is, I can see where they're coming from because I understand that like he's such a big person in the world of people younger than me.
And I think like at least
so
for
like
me,
that's why I don't get. I'm not happy about it. I don't want it to be happening, but like I don't. He's the one that I like kind of understand more. The stuff. I mean, like we said, the Pat McAfee stuff makes zero sense.
which we will get to soon, I promise. After we just
And
got to
Lil
talk
Yachty,
about
I
the
don't even
women's
like we
tag
said. We
match.
talked about Lil Yachty, but I don't even put him in like the same conversation with like the ishowspeed and Jelly Roll and
No, he's
Pat
not getting
McAfee.
involved.
Yeah, he's just being a cool guy.
So I will say, like, I'm not like streaming culture. I can't stand, and I hate all of the streamers. They all seem super annoying. But like, ishowspeed seems like one of the better ones that is normal. Like, I know a few of the streamers just because I'll see them on my TikTok feed, and they all seem really annoying. But like, ishowspeed at least seems cool. He's not doing the annoying shit that other streamers are doing, and he does seem funny. Like, I will see some of his clips, and I am entertained.
No,
and
yeah,
laughing.
yeah. It's no.
So it's like in the world of streamers, he seems like he is the coolest streamer. At least
He seems
in
like
my
a good
eyes.
guy to pick for like the situation that they want it to be.
So
I just wish they recognized.
pick a wrestler.
Just
Pick
yeah,
a
just
wrestler.
don't.
You
just
can't
don't have
put
to
a-
do shit like that.
You could
Like,
just
and-
like make it a tag match and
It
put LA
doesn't
Knight
make the
on the
like.
card.
I can understand where their thinking is coming from, but none of it ever makes the impact they think it's making. And it's
Yeah.
like, even if this one is making the biggest impact out of all of them and potentially bringing in fans, it's going to be for this one thing, this one match on TV that they're going to like steal their friend's password to the ESPN thing and lock it. Like, it's not going to be a big thing. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
actually, this match is on TV. I think this is one of the free matches.
You think?
They announced which ones are.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Well, they
They
just
announced-
like they
What-
announced like what matches are going to be during like that first hour that's free on ESPN. I think that does make sense. Cuz then it's like,
I
if
don't
people
think they should have done that.
Well, if people don't know what matches there are, what matches it is, why are they going to go watch?
Yeah, but if it's not the matches that they don't want to see, they're not going to watch.
I mean, that's also true. I'm just
You're also right. We're both.
I
right.
think yeah, exactly. I think we're both right. I think there's truth.
I don't know, man.
No.
It's just like
I got you. I'll tell you which ones it is.
they got so many wrestlers that are deserving of a match that they like. There's not one person they could have just picked to throw in there, and it's like he's not gonna wrestle, like really much, if at all, in that match. But I will say, LA Knight going on his stream
Yes.
was funny. I don't know if you saw that.
Yes,
see
that
that?
was funny. I did see that, and that was funny.
And it is an
yeah, they
accident,
did.
right?
I
This
can
whole
tell you right now.
storyline with Speed is that he is getting involved by accident, which I think makes it slightly better storyline-wise. But go on. Tell me which
and I'll
matches
also-
are the first hour.
So on Saturday, it's the unsanctioned match between Drew and Jacob,
Ooh.
and that 6-man tag match, the Vision with ishowspeed versus the Usos and LA Knight, and then Sunday it is Oba versus Brock and the ladder
Ooh.
match.
Okay. Good
Yeah,
to
Sunday
know.
is a great first free hour, so
Good to know.
say that. We will definitely. I'm gonna make sure I tell all. Yeah, tell everybody you know. I'll say this: if it's not, if they're not, I mean, honestly, even the Drew and Jacob match too. This is
yeah.
probably, other than the Vision ishowspeed match, which who knows? Maybe they'll really like LA Knight. Like, who knows? Like, maybe there could be something there.
They probably
these two-
will.
Yeah,
They're like catchphrases.
that's what I mean. But I'm more just saying, like, I don't know how. I'm not showing a non-wrestling fan that match in hopes to get them into wrestling. Is more what I'm saying. But the other 3 matches, I think,
Mhm.
are going to be great matches to show to non-wrestling fans to potentially get them into wrestling.
And I think
so
they knew that.
they probably
putting those
I think so.
the first
too.
hour for free. So
They were. Yeah, it's actually. I think that's a good choice of matches
yeah.
to pick. Actually, it probably would have been smarter for them. Maybe part of the deal with the Speed thing was that ESPN wanted the episode with Speed, the one with Speed. Who knows?
You think he's going to be streaming that match, and that's why they did it?
Maybe.
Because they wouldn't let him stream it if it was not free for the first hour, also, because he streams everything and he shows a lot of speed. It'll be interesting to see if he's gonna wear any gear, if he's just gonna
You're a
come
funny
out.
guy, Mark.
Thanks, man. You're my best friend. Let's talk about this women's tag match, and then we can get into the whole Pat McAfee shenanigans. So
Yeah.
it's fatal 4-way, potentially. Well, I guess it will be either way, but the people in it could change. So it's the
We don't know.
irresistible.
We don't know that for sure. I'm not going to take that
Okay. The
report.
irresistible.
I'm going to have a little bit more faith in Triple H to get a Io Sky on this card.
All right. I just think he should have and would have announced it by now.
Probably, but
Especially if they announced what matches are taking place what days. That feels like it's locked in.
so that was the other thing I was going to. Okay, we could talk about this, but do you think there's a chance they add any other matches?
Nah. Well, besides Io. Maybe. The only match they're going to add is Io.
What about I think it's interesting. Tiff and Julia, I think, is interesting because it feels like they've been building to that,
Yeah, but
and it feels like leaving Tiff off the card is kind of a dig. But who knows?
I mean, so is leaving Io off the card.
I agree completely.
So
What I'm saying, the
You've
person
got-
who went in as world champion last year.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be both women. Both women
Yeah.
that went in as world champion last year are not on the card.
yeah, and I'll tell you what, Io Sky, top 2 women's wrestler on the planet.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
she's not in this is
That's a fact.
still.
All right, so the Irresistible Forces, Lash Legend and Nia Jax, are your women's tag champs, and they will be defending against the team of Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and the Bella Twins.
Yeah. What about this? I mean, just storyline wise, I think this is interesting.
Go ahead, Unc.
If the Bellas cannot be
Cook,
in
Unc.
this match, right? So then, if the Bellas aren't in this match, they put the Kabuki Warriors in this match.
Uh-huh.
Lash and Nia try to take people out. In this situation, they take out Asuka. Kairi Sane needs a partner
Mm-hmm.
to replace Asuka and then Io replaces. Then Io essentially makes up with Kairi, since it's kind of a little bit on the fence with Asuka and Kairi. You know what I mean? Kairi's kind of in the middle. And then Io and Kairi win the tag titles.
Okay.
And then I think that throws a really interesting
It's interesting. I don't
thing
hate it.
into the. I think that's way more interesting than just putting the Kabuki Warriors in the match, and then at least storyline wise, that progresses the. They can lose the tag titles quickly if you want them to, but
And they probably would.
and they probably would. But I think this, at least storyline wise, one makes for a big moment at WrestleMania that everyone would be hype about. I mean, everyone would be hype about Kairi. I mean, me personally, I think if Kairi won a title this year at WrestleMania, Kairi's been so awesome. I think she's been one of the most underrated people.
Agreed. Dude,
The way that she's
Kairi-
been
she's-
playing this
she's
story
so good.
is so good and so funny, and she's so good in the ring, and she's incredible. So yeah, I just think it would be a really fun moment, and it would throw a wrench into the things, because then it would be like Kyrie and Io would probably make up and be on the same page, be happy they won, and Asuka would be very pissed about it, and it could move on from there. I think that's my other way, if that the Bellas are out and they really, really want this to be a fatal 4-way. I know in that case, Asuka gets off the card. I mean, the more interesting pairing is obviously Asuka and Io, if
Mhm.
they were to, but I just don't see. It obviously just doesn't make sense in any
Yeah,
situation for
Asuka wouldn't.
Yeah, no,
tag
yeah, it
with
doesn't make
Io.
sense. But Io being there for Kyrie when she needs somebody and doesn't have anybody, and Kyrie being like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, Io. I need you. You're my friend." That makes a lot of sense, and that's kind of the
So-
situation it feels like we're going toward. So it would make sense for it to play out that way. I don't know if it will or if it would.
Is there any chance that Io would replace Nikki Bella if she can't go.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, that's what I thought you were talking about when you first brought it up. Which
Oh
I thought,
no.
which I was like, why would Io replace? But like in that case, then just do
I mean,
Brie
if they
versus Io. Just give us like Brie Bella versus Io.
hey,
Like I
low
don't know,
key, that would
Io
kind
could
of be a
wrestle a
banger.
broomstick and
Brie Bella's not bad.
no, that's what I mean. Io could
Brie
wrestle a
Bella's
broomstick
pretty good. Like
and Brie
Brie
Bella can
Bella's a
hold.
sleeper.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. And I'm saying, and if she's in there with Io, then so I don't know, do something to get him on the card. Also, bring back the pre-show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Give
All
us
right.
an hour. Give us a match or two on the pre-show. No reason. Not
Well,
to.
well, Dylan, we've been talking about it for the past few weeks. Who was on the phone with Randy Orton? Was it his daddy, Cowboy Bob Orton? Was it The Rock? Was it Cody Rhodes' dead daddy?
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Ted DiBiase Jr. was another one. Dylan, it was neither of those. We were idiots. Obviously, it was a way cooler option.
Yeah.
In Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Wow. Was I pissed the F off when I watched that shit go down, man.
Yeah, man. It was.
God damn.
That was so annoying. This whole thing is so annoying. I hate Pat McAfee.
Woo.
I didn't like him as a commentator. I didn't think he was a good commentator. I didn't think I don't think he needs to be involved in this. And yeah, this is what's gonna put Randy, or you have Randy versus Cody. That's the problem. That's the problem with your WrestleMania card right now. Is that people aren't hype enough about Randy versus Cody, so you need to add somebody for them to get more excited about that. Like, are they? That's what they think is like. Is
They
that
think
really
Pat
what they
McAfee's that big of a draw.
like that he's
But
going
also,
to.
if they think people think that Pat is awesome, then why would they put him with the guy we're supposed to boo?
And it's just stupid, man. And it's so stupid. I'll tell you what. I mean, later in that night when Cody came out, Crossroads, Kate Wilson, caught that promo. That felt like that was coming from the chest, dude. Like that felt like.
There were reports that they just told him to go out there and just
speak. Yeah, I did
just
see
rip
that.
it. Which obviously we'll never know if that's true or not. But I mean, like,
But
dude, like
it felt like he meant every single word. And I mean, yeah, it's just so annoying, and I can't believe like. And I know Randy is like a company guy at this point, but the fact that Randy Orton didn't just be like, "No, I'm not doing this." Like I'm not making my 15th world championship story about Pat McAfee.
also
Like,
it makes no sense.
Yeah, it also
makes
makes
no
zero
sense.
sense.
Why is Pat McAfee the one stepping up trying to do like?
Why is Randy
What?
Orton listening to Pat McAfee? Like he's
I
fucking
know.
Randy Orton. It's so stupid. It's literally so stupid.
I can't. There's no way where anybody can explain it to me where it would make sense.
And then you got Punk on Monday, went out and cut that promo.
Dude, I'll have to watch that promo because I had two different
Pat
friends.
McAfee.
Dude, Aaron and Sean both texted me separately and were like, "Holy shit, that CM Punk promo was insane."
Yeah, I think I did as well.
Yes, you did. I will have to watch it.
No, I can't believe you didn't watch it yet. No, he cooked him, bro. Called him Pat McAfee. Told him he's got no business being in this business. He essentially, who was it? Was it Punk or Cody that essentially called Ari Emanuel a bitch?
I'm not sure. I can't fully remember what Cody was saying.
I think it might have been Cody, like someone where he's like the board of TKO like wants to call in like Pat McAfee or whatever because he thinks he's gonna help ticket sales or whatever.
Dude, he was like, yeah, he's like, you want to fire me? Go ahead. That worked well for you last time.
That worked great. That worked well for you the last time. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was Cody because of that. But no, yeah, Punk didn't hold back either. Um, you hillbilly. Like, you uneducated hillbilly. Like, yeah, man. Um, I just hope McAfee at least gets the shit beat out of him.
Well,
Um,
so before I get into what I think is going to happen with McAfee, um, two things that actually got me really mad with that, and when they do stuff like this, and I don't know like what they told McAfee to say, but the fact that he was able to go out there and curse and like drop F bombs is also very annoying when no other wrestler can. It was the same thing with like when The Rock did it to the build up to WrestleMania 40, when it's like, okay, he is allowed to go out there and say the F word or say shit. Like, obviously they can here and there sometimes, but not necessarily on SmackDown. That's mostly for Netflix. But it's like, that pissed me off just because, like, I don't know why he's able to do that. And then the other thing that pissed me off that I didn't realize that he had tweeted out before, but he was just like, when he was talking about how he's not going to be coming back to WWE for the foreseeable future, because he was just like, the business has passed him by. And I'm like, you're saying that as if you're like a pivotal part of the business, that it was better for you to step away and not do this. Like, that's what people say when they say the business has passed them by, is like, you can't contribute more, or it's just like, you played a pivotal role in the industry when you didn't. You were the worst commentator on all three brands of your show. And I don't know why he got involved. Why does he care about like the current product? Which makes me get a little nervous that somebody else is going to get involved in The Rock.
yeah, maybe.
Because storyline wise, that would be the thing that would make sense if McAfee's talking about ticket sales being down, which I think is pretty whack to go out and say like that. He's talking about wanting to go back to the Attitude Era, which is also annoying because you just can't go back to that.
Yeah.
And the fact that they want
being
wrestlers
highly racist, homophobic, sexist.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, let's not go back.
That's what McAfee's all about, brother.
Dude, apparently. And it's just like the fact that they want wrestlers built like Randy that are huge and strong, and not like, he said 5'5" guys that are out back there wrestling.
5'5" guys like Cody Rhodes. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I was like, Cody. Yeah, I was like, he's talking about guys like, he's like referencing people that are not the guy that he's now like in a feud with, apparently. Like,
yeah,
it's like, Cody. All the things you said don't describe Cody. Like,
also, Cody's been main eventing WrestleManias and shows that have been breaking records for WWE, selling out every single week they go to when Cody Rhodes is there. When he was champion, he was the reason they were breaking every single attendance record, because he was the guy. He was your WWE champion. So you can't be like, this guy's bad for the business because ticket sales are going down.
It's like, stupid, man.
But that also is like, dude, part of me just thinks The Rock tried to send him because The Rock is on the board. Obviously, it is very much in The Rock's genes to get involved in something that is cool, like a storyline like this. For the love of God, but then it's like, Dylan, you know who's another celebrity that got involved in this Randy and Cody story recently?
Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll, baby. You know he's getting involved now.
Yeah, is it going to be like Jelly Rolls teaming up with Cody, or...
Bro, you know he's going to be the equalizer.
Bro, we're about to get like backlash. It's going to be backlash Cody and Jelly Roll versus Randy and Pat McAfee.
Fuck. It totally is, dude. Dude, it totally is.
That's going to suck.
Because I think that Jelly Roll might be in Cody's corner to begin with, like when he is wrestling the match, because obviously Pat's going to be in Randy's corner But if that's not the case,
Yeah, man.
then
Like,
Jelly
just putting
Roll's
Pat
gonna come running
McAfee on the
down.
graphic for the match. Like, what are we fucking doing, dude? This is a match 20 years in the making. We have the story. It's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like, what are
You
we
needed to do
doing?
nothing. Just let these two men tell the story.
Just
right?
let them be themselves, and they'll do
But, like,
it.
there is no appeal.
So fucking annoying.
And I know we probably sound like crybabies, but it's just because
Yeah.
we're passionate about this, and it's just when they do dumb shit like this, it's very frustrating because it's unnecessary.
What are you even doing? It's unnecessary.
So many cooler people that you could have gotten than Pat McAfee, dude. Like, god damn. Ugh.
Yeah.
Very frustrating.
Like, at that point, it should have just been Triple H, and then just make it like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Then just like make it someone like,
A corporate, dude.
yeah, like I don't know,
Fucking
dumb.
Fucking Bruce Pritchard.
Just something like fucking Pat McAfee. Like, this guy has any control or weight, like he has any sway over the way, like he can tell Randy Orton what he should be doing, and Randy Orton's gonna be like, yeah, Pat McAfee, you're right.
Yeah.
What are we
Yeah,
talking?
you're right, Pat. Cody is bad for the industry.
It's like,
Bad for the business.
you're good for the. You know what's good for the industry, Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
You're right. I'm
Pat
Randy
McAfee.
Orton, and I'm gonna listen to what Pat McAfee thinks is best for the industry. I'm a third generation superstar, going for my 15th world championship. You know who I could really use the help of? Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat. You want to go back to the good old days when we were racist and sexist and homophobic.
The good
Yeah,
old
I
days
think
of
we
the
should go
Attitude Era
back.
with our brawling panties matches.
Yeah, and we were
and
cutting
pudding
each other's
matches
foreheads open.
and incredibly racist characters and
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh man. All right. Well, this will be interesting to see how a lot of these matches
yeah, big time, man.
are going to unfold. I mean, it is, I'll tell you what, an interesting road to WrestleMania. I believe next year, Dill, that's when they're doing the 2 WrestleManias, right? Is that next year or the following year?
2 WrestleManias.
Yeah, they're going to do the one in Saudi.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were doing 2.
Yeah.
2 in 1 year?
Yeah, dude.
I think it's just that WrestleMania 43 is in Saudi.
No, dude. I'm going to have to look this up.
I think
swear.
that was like a rumor or thought. I don't know if that's
No,
been
I thought
confirmed
they
at all.
officially announced it.
I don't think so.
I thought they officially announced it too because I said, well, I can't find it. All right. Anyway, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I thought they had 2. I thought they had it in Minnesota and they were doing it in Saudi because I thought I got pissed off about having 2 separate WrestleManias and I thought we talked about it. Maybe that wasn't official.
I think it's just something we talked about. It's a rumor I saw at one point, but it's definitely nothing they've ever confirmed. I think the biggest thing that pointed out was that they said 43. Like, they put WrestleMania 43.
On what?
On, like, when they announced WrestleMania in Saudi.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, yes, I think it is just in Saudi.
I think there's 100% a chance that something like that does happen. But they've definitely announced it as WrestleMania 43. So, like, I don't...
Okay. Well, when are they doing it in Minnesota?
I don't know where you are getting this from. Maybe
Bro.
next year. I think Minnesota's been trying to do it, but it's never been. They're doing SummerSlam in Minnesota this year.
I thought they canceled WrestleMania in Minnesota.
No, this past year they canceled WrestleMania in New Orleans to do Vegas again.
Oh, maybe.
Like, remember The Rock came out and announced that it was going to be in New Orleans? and then they just
Yeah.
wasn't. So it was just a stupid Rock appearance for him to.
Yeah, well,
He wanted
we've got
himself to
plenty
be
of
on
those.
television. Anyway,
Oh, okay, so it was supposed to be in Minnesota this year,
okay,
but they lost the bid or something.
yeah, something
Is
maybe.
what I'm seeing on Reddit.
Okay,
If you want to believe that.
Well-
Whatever. I'm all types of confused now. Anyway,
that's
it's
plenty
still
of time
gonna
away.
suck. It's still gonna suck to have WrestleMania in Saudi.
No doubt, but plenty of time away. We don't have to talk about that right now.
Yeah, it's a problem for
We got Pat McAfee to worry about.
about a year in advance. Oh boy. So I just also real quick, Pat McAfee sucks on the mic because he had talked about the Punk promo on his show and just had nothing to say. He's just like, yeah, well, Randy's gonna save the business, and he didn't even cut a promo on CM Punk when it's
Pat McAfee, you fucking stink, dude.
you stink, Pat
You
McAfee.
stink like shit. Stink like shit and poop.
All right, Dylan. That's gonna wrap up this episode of the Podski. So you guys,
That would be a
you're gonna
funny
want
thing as a wrestler to say. I think.
you
think
stink
Cody
like
should say
dog
that.
shit.
Just be like, you know what, Pat McAfee, you stink like shit and poop. You smell like fucking poop. You just be like, dude. You know what, Pat McAfee, you smell horrible. Put on some deodorant, dude.
Yeah,
I just think it
Yeah.
would be a funny. I don't know why people
because that's
aren't.
that's
I think
something
people
where
need
you're
to-
like, whoa, that actually hurts my feelings.
Yeah, I know. I think
It's like,
I
you
think we need to
serious?
bring out a high school bully type of mentality. In a pro wrestler where it's like, yeah, dude, you look like a piece of shit right now, and nobody loves you, including your family. Just say crazy, hurtful things that aren't
Yeah.
that aren't not allowed to be said on TV or anything.
Yeah.
Just things that are mean.
Things that are, dude, exactly. Ugh, damn. Dude, if someone told me I stink, I would be like, that really hurts my feelings.
Or Cody
You
just
mean I
being like,
smell?
Pat McAfee, I am here to tell you that your show is genuinely terrible. You're not good at your job. What you do on a daily basis is ruining the craft of sports media.
Mhm.
And I just this doesn't have anything to do with the match. This is me separate to you as a person. I
Yeah.
just don't think you're a good guy, nor do I think you're good at your job. I think you're just a bad guy, and I think you should be really ashamed. It would be so funny. Cody was just like, you should just be really. Your mother's probably ashamed. Your family. If I was your kids, I definitely wouldn't be proud to call you my dad. You weren't even very good when you were successful. I mean, it's just all around. I understand why you're doing this. You're looking for opportunities, but I'm assuming this is going to flame out like the rest of them have. It's just very calm, collected.
Yeah, dude. Whew, that would hurt. That would freaking
But
hurt.
the stink like poop and shit line, I think would hit crazy.
Hey.
Being in a crowd if someone's like, you stink like fucking crap.
Cody, if you're watching this,
Yeah. Tell
feel
Pat
free to
McAfee
use
stink
that.
like poop.
You have our permission to use our line. All right, Dylan. The people need to make sure they are subscribed, and they need to click that bell because that will make sure they get notified every single time we release a brand new video. And if you like this, click that like button because those do go a long way. You could shop our merch, link in the description below. With that being said, we'll catch you in the next one. I'm Marcus, so he's Dylan O'Brien, and this has been another episode of, everybody say it with me now, the Burning Hammer Podcast. We'll catch you next week.
Peace.